I don't know if you can hear this. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it was the theme song from Bosom Buddies, sang by Billy Joel, that had Tom Hanks in it. It was a sitcom. I loved it. It was great. It was two men dressed up like women so that they could live cheaply in this women's apartment building. They weren't trans. Just saying. I've been doing some reading on and off, in and out of the rainstorms, coming in and out of the house. I still haven't eaten yet, so I'm a little blah. But I treated myself today. I needed that. I left early, so I was trying to beat the rain, but I didn't. As soon as I walked outside the grocery store, there was a downpour. I mean, I really tried to hurry and I messed up on a few things, but I got out. Anyway, I've been doing some reading. I'm trying to understand when women became a target for the government and legislation, the Supreme Court, Republican congressmen, women. When did women become the target? Is it because that they don't think anything about women? They don't care? It has to be. Do you know that the mortality rate of women, the maternal mortality rate, has raised 40% or more at this point since 2020? Do you know, since 2020, 800 women die a day due to complications with pregnancy and childbirth around the world? That's 800 women a day. Who cares about these women? Whose life do we care about? You care about a cluster of cells in a fetus when it's a possibility this woman has children to care for, or maybe would like to have a normal pregnancy later? Instead, she would die? 40%. This could be your daughter, granddaughter, niece. 40%. The maternal mortality rate has raised. Who cares about life? Who cares about women? Now government is going to decide whether a woman can live or die. Well, it could possibly be because Trump don't care about women. He's a liable sexual assaulter, self-admitted sexual assaulter on Hollywood tapes. Self-admitted, I would say, sexual stalker at pageants for children 14. He's on the Epstein list. 14-year-olds, sex trafficking. He's on the flight records at least 7 times. His phone calls about setting up massages with very young girls. The girl who claimed at 14 was tag teamed by Trump and Epstein, who has said the most vulgar things about his daughter and other women. Is this why we've lost respect for women and women's rights? But I think what really bothers me the most is that Christians follow Trump and would prefer women to die than to allow them to have medical attention. Trump's very proud of getting rid of Roe and Wade. Roe versus Wade. You're going to ban contraception. You're going to cause women to have to be broodmares. You might as well just put them out in the field, because if they're not able to carry that baby and they go septic with eclampsia or some other kind of problem, they're going to die. And so is that baby. It was probably not a viable fetus anyhow. There is no reason that the maternal mortality rate should be 40% higher in this day and age, except for the fact that the government opposite of the one who is for women, would just prefer them die than to allow them a medical procedure. That's all right. They don't need abortions. They're tough. They can get through it, right? Sick. Sick. This makes me sick. I'm not a brooding age. God help us if I was. When you hitch your wagon to Donald Trump, your wagon is just as full of the crimes and the disgusting crap that he says, because you're hitched to him. I can't understand why any woman would go for this. In our country, maternal mortality rate up over 40% since 2020. Whose life do you care about? Whose life do you care about? A viable human being who has children to raise or wants to raise children but has a pregnancy that's going to kill her? Yeah, this really bothers me. It really bothers me. And as far as I'm going to mention something real quick for one of my viewers that likes to just go on, and I do my best to try to answer all of them until they all pop up at once and I have like 100 of them. The Bible is not a factual book. Mm-mm. All of the Bible stories in the Bible are not factual. They require faith to be relevant. Don't be a hypocrite and teach Christianity to me when you are a violent, vile individual with despicable. When you comment, you're despicable. Calling names, being disgusting. It doesn't show that you're a Christian, right? Well, neither do the legislators that you have voted in. They're despicable, disgusting, hypocritical pieces of garbage, and most of them do have some sexual uh, stuff going on. Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert, hell, even MT Rex had an affair and stuff going on. I see who you model your behavior from. And women are going to suffer even more. Please read Project 2025. Please understand that they are trying to make women broodmares. Y'all have a good day. Hugs from a distance. Bye, y'all.